The hidden scandals, the public outrage, and the rise and fall of Korea's most controversial women. They were once admired, envied, and idolized. Beautiful, talented, and seemingly perfect, these women commanded headlines, red carpets, and fan adoration. But behind the dazzling smiles and perfectly curated Instagram photos, darker truths lurked. Today, Red Carpet Revealed uncovers the shocking downfalls of 5 female Korean celebrities who went from top stars and socialites to walking scandals, their names now synonymous with disgrace, and explore how the South Korean public reacted with disbelief, anger, and eventually total rejection. 1. Seo Yi, from star actress to puppet master. At the height of her career, Seo Yi was untouchable. Her magnetic performance in It's Okay to Not Be Okay made her one of the most sought-after actresses in Korea. She was mysterious, elegant and powerful, both on screen and off. But in April 2021, the illusion shattered. Dispatch, Korea's most infamous tabloid, released private text messages allegedly between Seo Yi and her then-boyfriend Kim Jong-hyun. In them, she appeared to demand absolute control over his behavior, ordering him not to interact with female co-stars, not to hold hands, and even to rewrite scripts to avoid romance scenes. The revelation that Kim Jong-hyun had behaved coldly on set during filming was now tied directly to her behind-the-scenes influence. As the scandal snowballed, additional accusations emerged: claims of staff mistreatment, falsified academic history, allegations of gaslighting and emotional abuse in past relationships. Public reaction in Korea. The backlash was swift and fierce. Commercial deals were pulled within hours. Her name was erased from brand campaigns and her upcoming film promotions were quietly scrapped. "She's toxic, not talented," wrote one top comment on Naver. Who knew she was acting in real life too? Even now, years later, her reputation remains deeply stained. While she's made cautious attempts at returning to acting, the public remains deeply divided and many are not ready to forgive. 2. Han Seo-hee, the most notorious trainee in K-pop history. Unlike the others, Han Seo-hee wasn't even a full-fledged idol. But she might just be the most scandalous name in Korean entertainment. Originally a trainee under a major agency, she rose to infamy not through music, but through a series of explosive drug scandals, feuds with top idols, and an unapologetic online presence that shocked a conservative nation. Her first major headline came in 2017 when she was caught using marijuana with Big Bang's T.O.P. The incident could have been a one-time mistake, but Han So-hee kept returning to the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. Accusing other idols of wrongdoing, live streaming profanity-laced rants on Instagram, violating probation with repeat drug offenses, and even being associated with Jung Jun-young's scandal circle, though never formally charged. Far from staying quiet, she flaunted her notoriety, even declaring herself a feminist icon while being embroiled in deeply hypocritical behavior. Public reaction in Korea. Netizens were furious not just at the scandals, but her complete lack of remorse. "She has no talent and no shame," one comment read. "She's not even famous, just infamous." Han Seo-hee's name became a byword for controversy, and many believe she single-handedly damaged the image of female trainees in the public's eye. Even now, her every appearance sparks outrage. 3. Hana, the chaebol heiress, who became a criminal headline born into luxury. Hana could have lived a quiet, comfortable life as the granddaughter of Namyang Dairy's founder, a powerful conglomerate family in Korea. Instead, she became a tabloid fixture, a drug offender, and one of the most hated women in South Korea. Her name first entered the public consciousness when she was revealed to be the fiancée of TVXQ JYJ member Park Yoo-chun, sparking massive curiosity. But the fairy tale engagement quickly turned into a horror show. Between 2019 and 2021, Hwang was arrested multiple times for illegal drug use, including methamphetamines. She claimed she had been forced into it and later shifted blame toward her ex-fiancé, dragging Park Yoo-chun into scandal as well. Though he denied her claims, his career also suffered as a result. But what truly enraged the public was how lightly she was punished. Many Koreans believed she received leniency because of her family's wealth and influence. Public reaction in Korea: rage, disgust, frustration. "If this was a regular citizen, she'd be in prison for years," one viral comment read. "Money can buy freedom, it seems." She became the face of chaebol privilege gone wrong, a symbol of everything the public hates about Korea's legal system and celebrity culture. Even now, her name continues to appear in gossip columns, often accompanied by yet another bizarre twist in her personal life. 4. Claraara, the glamorous starlet who got burned by her own game. Claraara was once hailed as one of the sexiest women in Korea. With her stunning physique and sultry charm, she became a red carpet favorite and a rising star in dramas and variety shows. But beneath the glamorous image, a dangerous game of legal warfare and contradictory narratives was brewing. In 2014, Claraara shocked fans and industry insiders alike by filing a lawsuit against her agency, Polaris Entertainment, accusing the CEO of sexual harassment and coercive behavior. The public initially rallied behind her until leaked messages and court evidence suggested her story might not be as truthful as it seemed. Polaris fired back, accusing her of fabricating evidence, manipulating public opinion, and trying to terminate her contract unethically. The case spiraled into one of the messiest legal dramas in K-entertainment history. Eventually, the courts ruled partially in favor of Polaris, and Claraara's credibility took a massive hit. While she wasn't convicted of a crime, her reputation never recovered. Public reaction in Korea: Claraara's fall was dramatic and unforgiving. She played the victim too well until the truth came out. Now I don't know who to trust anymore. She quietly disappeared from the Korean entertainment scene and moved abroad, marrying a businessman and attempting to rebrand herself through lifestyle content on social media. But in Korea, her name is still met with skepticism and scorn, a once rising star extinguished by her own scandal. 5. Park Seon. From beauty queen to repeat offender. Elegant, poised, and classically beautiful, Park Seon seemed destined for success. A former Miss Korea contestant turned respected actress, she starred in films and dramas like My Girl and The Innocent Man, quickly earning a loyal fan base. But her personal decisions would ultimately derail her career. In 2013, she was convicted of illegal use of the sedative propofol, a controlled substance in South Korea. Along with other high-profile figures, she was sentenced to 8 months in prison, suspended for 2 years. The verdict shook the public, who had never suspected her involvement in drug abuse. After a few quiet years, she attempted a comeback, but in 2021, disaster struck again. Park was caught driving under the influence DUI after a minor traffic accident in Seoul. Her blood alcohol content was high enough to warrant license suspension, and the media erupted. Public reaction in Korea. Koreans are especially harsh when it comes to DUI, viewing it as an unforgivable offense due to the risk to innocent lives. She had one job: to stay clean, and she couldn't do it. She fooled us once. Shame on her for doing it again. Despite public apologies, her attempts to salvage her image were met with cold silence. For many, Park Seon went from a beloved actress to a serial rule breaker who wasted her talent on reckless decisions. Final thoughts: from manipulation and deceit to drug offenses and public betrayal. These 5 women represent the dark side of Korean celebrity culture, where fame and fortune can vanish in a flash, and public trust, once broken, is nearly impossible to repair. Their stories serve as reminders that power without responsibility is dangerous, that behind the makeup and cameras, real people make real mistakes, and in South Korea, where reputation is everything, even a single scandal can mean a lifetime of exile.